I'm Karen Utley, and welcome to our sneak peek into coaching. We hope that over these next few days, you get, a picture of what our team's all about and what coaching is all about, and kind of just an informal way to learn more, to think about, is this something that you think could benefit your life? I'm going to be sharing my story today. There's going to be some other posts that are going to come in throughout these next couple of days, and hopefully educate you, maybe motivate you, maybe inspire you just a little bit. And again, see if this opportunity is something that you think could fit into your life and make some changes for the better. So what I'm going to start off with is just kind of sharing my story, especially if you don't know who I am. Maybe your coach has invited you to this group, invited you to our team, and I'm going to share my story. You might relate to parts of it. You might not relate to my story at all. We all have our own why and our own story of how this all came about for all of us. So my story was that I had been an athlete my whole life, played basketball, volleyball, softball, all those things, and went and played basketball in college. Was an athlete, of course, didn't ever have to worry about what I was eating and that kind of stuff, and had always been in shape and looked like an athlete. Fast forward graduating and started coaching volleyball and basketball at a local high school, met my ex-husband at the time who had two kids that were 8 and 10, and just basically got inserted into teenage life and sporting events and fast food drive-thrus and late night practices and all of that. And about 45 pounds happened at the same time. So I decided that one day, there's a picture that you will see later in this group, that when I saw that picture, it was like, what happened to me? Like, where is that inner athlete that I used to be and feel like all the time? So I borrowed P90X, the DVDs from a friend, and lost a little bit of weight. And a long story short, I ended up going to the gym and taking this Turbo Kick class. And there is where I actually met my coach and became friends with her on social media, and a few other ladies that were taking the class. I became friends with them on social media. And I kind of just was watching from afar that they always looked happy. They always looked motivating. They looked inspired. They were a close-knit group of people. They went and did things outside of the gym together and all of that, and was kind of just like, who are these people? What's going on, and how can they be so happy all the time? Because I was teaching first grade. I was unhappy with my weight. I was unhappy with my job. I was just kind of unhappy in life because I just wasn't, even though life was good, I personally wasn't happy with what's going on. So she invited me to a challenge group, which you may have been invited by your coach multiple times. I was invited probably 10 or 12 times before I said sure. I had always said that I didn't really want to drink a shake and that kind of stuff, and I had just always told her no. Specifically, I even told her no about the coaching opportunity because I just didn't think I'd have time to do it. And again, all the way back at the beginning of this video, I was too busy, I felt like, and I just didn't think that it was for me. Why would anybody look to me as being a coach, even though I've been an athlete my whole life, when I was kind of overweight and obviously not healthy? So I said no. And then finally, there was a program that came out and that piqued my interest, and I said, what the heck, let's just go for it. And I signed up as a coach at the beginning just to get the discount, because I knew if I was going to complete the 60-day program, I was at least going to try to do the thing, and I wanted to save money on the next month, so I went ahead and signed up for the discount. But I didn't really ever think that I was going to be coaching. Well, fast forward through that program, I loved it. I loved the challenge group. I loved everything that there was all about it. I started getting results. People started asking me what I was doing, and I started sharing about it pretty naturally when I was still teaching, like in the teacher's lounge and stuff. And I helped a couple of friends, and it just kind of snowballed from there. And now I'm making this video for you in a coach sneak peek 7 years later. Yes, I've been a coach for 7 years. So my why started out with wanting to lose weight. But what it has transpired into over the last few years was that I really realized that I like being part of a team. I have been since I was 7 years old. And so even though my kids were involved in sports and part of teams, and there was parent groups and that kind of stuff, I wasn't part of that anymore. And Now, as an adult, I get that vibe. I have those inside jokes, and we have team tank tops, and we have all those different things that bring me back to that feeling that you get when you were part of a team when you were younger. And so now my why is that it just makes my life better when I have that close group of people and I feel supported. And even though we do everything so virtually and online, and in our adult lives, we just go to work, come home, do our family stuff. I just feel like I'm part of something, and that makes me a happier human. So my why has kind of transferred from weight loss and losing weight to just being happier in life, and this does that for me. So anyway, there's lots of different programs. I started with P90X. That's kind of one of the older ones. There's a lot of newer ones out there now. They're always changing. It keeps our fitness journey nice and fresh and exciting. And I feel like that's how I've been able to stay on track and not only lose the weight, but keep it off. And I would take my 38-year-old self right now and put it up against my 21-year-old self that played basketball, and I think I'd kick our ass. So I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, and that's another reason of why I love being a coach, because I just feel like it's physically changed my life, it's mentally changed my life, it's financially changing my life, which you will notice and hear about later on in the group. And so who we're looking for is people that maybe want weight loss, maybe want a community of support, maybe want financial freedom, maybe want just a little extra spending money, maybe they just like helping other people. But knowing that maybe there's something else out there for you that you want to do. You might not ever want to leave your full-time job, but like there's just something that you want to be a part of. That's who we're looking for. So at the end of this video, like we're here now, what I want you to do is I want you to comment below, and I want you to introduce yourself and maybe share what you hope to learn over these next couple of days. It could be as elaborate and specific or super general, whatever that is. Just give us an introduction, welcome to live video, an introduction of yourself and what you hope to learn. And we look forward to spending these next couple of days with you.